Just want to just say this for my international viewers, my international Facebook followers, my Bahamian people that went abroad and still abroad after Hurricane Dorian, the ones that have finished school. You ain't got nothing to come back to this country for while this F&M administration remains the government of the Bahamas. This administration, in my 59 years, born December 31st, 61, has been the most corrupt administration in the history of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. In the 48 years of our independence that y'all just celebrated yesterday, this F&M government has gone on record has been the most corrupt. They make the last administration that was absolutely corrupt, the Progressive Liberal Party, they make them look like Sunday school teachers. And we got the data to suggest and to confirm that Kai Mills is absolutely correct. When you see an administration could act as if they are dictators, that somebody that brings out the truth, you can have 4 police officers kidnap them on the streets of Abaco after I went through a storm, lost all of my earthly possession, had to bury my mother, not in her beloved Abaco, but in a strange town of Nassau, and left her behind. And officers would lock you up and charge you and write a written statement, all because the F&M has ordered me, just like the dictators of old, to shut me up. But the worst of the worst is immediately after the hurricane, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and his minister, the only white millionaire in the House Assembly, the great white shark, Brent Simonet. This is how you become corrupt. And any other country in the United States, Brent Simonet and the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas would have been brought up on charges that Brent Simonet, while acting in his capacity administrator responsible for investment and immigration, could sit at the table with the foreign investors of Baker's Bay and hedge out $25 million contract for him and the Prime Minister. Brent Simonet happened to be, at the time, the second largest shareholder of Bahamas Fast Ferry. The Most Honorable Prime Minister, the third largest shareholder. There has never been in the history of the 40-year-old independent Bahamas that a minister of the ruling government party would sit at the table with investors and edge out a $25 million contract and send a company into absolutely bankruptcy. Send 18 Abaconians home that had loans, had kids in private school, and the government that they voted for. The hard part about this is that the F&Ms voted this F&M government into power, and this is what they did to them. But the worst is yet to come. This prejudiced racial prime minister said, let the white people rebuild Marsh Harbour. Let the white people rebuild Greentown Key. Let the white people rebuild Guana Key. He is on record saying, let the white people build Manawar. Let the white people build Hope Dan. This is our Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Bahamas. The FNM supposed to be a predominantly white party. Not many white people support the PLP. 90% of the white folks in the Bahamas support the FNM. And the Prime Minister said, let the white people rebuild Abaco after Hurricane Dorian. The white people of Bakers Bay heard him. A matter of fact, Mike Melman, the CEO of Bakers Bay, was present when he said this. But they went to work and they got money. The membership of Bakers Bay got enough monies to build 47 homes. And they did this from immediately after the hurricane in 2019. The white people that the Prime Minister urged to rebuild our destroyed Abaco, they have not rebuilt the FNM government. This Prime Minister has not rebuilt one single government building, not even the toilet. He has refused to build the toilet in Greenhill Key. The tourists have to go in a toilet that doesn't work to stay out of the rain. He has not built one dock. But the white people, the membership of Bakers Bay, given enough money to build 47 homes from 2019. Fast forward July the 11th, 2021. The white people money is still in the Negroes' Prime Minister's hand. And they have not built one house. September 1st will be 2 years since they had the money. And the hard part about this, the Negro Prime Minister saying, we gotta squeeze the life of the Abaconians. We're not gonna build it on their land so they could own it absolutely like the white people of Bakers Bay wanted. They wanted these people to own the property. They already own the property. They wanted them to be sole owners of these homes. But the FNM government is saying no. That is too much power to give the white people's money to the black people that it's supposed to be for. And some white people also need to be added on that list. But this is where the corruption comes in. How can the government decide what to do with the white people of Bakers Bay's money? And why have they held it so long? Because they're politicizing something that ought not have any politics in it. That is why I'm so happy with CORE, the Red Cross, Samaritan Purse, and all of these other agencies that forbid any government involvement in their hurricane restoration for Abaco. They were smart enough not to trust the government, but to put their own people on the ground. Thank you for all of y'all that had the smarts not to trust this corrupt, absolutely ungodly, weightless, good for nothing, corrupted to the core FNM government. It is hurtful. It is absolutely hurtful for the Kai Mills, a Karen Abaconian that went away with only the clothes on my back into Nassau. Didn't even have a passport, a wallet, nothing. And the people of Bakers Bay came to our rescue from 2019 and to date. This absolutely corrupt FNM government have not given a straw of the monetary funds that were donated by the members of Bakers Bay for the people that walked away with only the clothes on their backs. This weightless, good-for-nothing FNM government could not even bury our dead in 9 months. And when they decide to bury the dead, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas didn't show up to the funeral. Neither did he send his deputy, nor did the leader of the opposition, nor the deputy leader of the opposition. Neither one of them sent one single person to represent the Progressive Liberal Party. That is why we, the coalition of independents, say they are one of the same. Neither one of them has came to the rescue of Abaconians. This is unheard of in any country, when our Prime Minister could cry like a girl and like a baby in Dominica, and he shed not one tear, had not one meeting. He nor the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, Minister of Foreign Affairs Darren Henfield, has had not one meeting of concern to a people that afforded him the rights to build the first home in Abaco. It's being built by the Minister of Foreign Affairs Darren Henfield in Great Sistine, when he have not built one single home for nobody that has elected him to grab all the monies and put it in his pocket. That is the Darren Henfield that you haven't seen in 38 years. That is the Darren Henfield that has not had one single meeting. That is the Darren Henfield that only come to make sure that your family members is dead. That is the representation you can do without. You vote for Kai. Kai will make sure that you will get what you deserve, because it's yours. No government should have a people waiting 2 years for the homes that the members of Bakers Bay have given 2 years ago. It's corruption to the core. Corruption from the top to the bottom. It's unheard of, but it's the FNM, baby. It is their time to be corrupt, like the PLP of the last term. Kai case. Let's get rid of this absolutely weightless, uncaring FNM government, and be aware of Brave Davis, and remember who he was 5 years ago as the deputy leader of the brutal PLP regime. Only thing has changed with Brave is his position from deputy leader to leader, but he's the same old Brave Davis. Kai cares. Watch them as I watch them.